Good morning, 6 a.m. It's Friday, October the 4th. Here's what we're working on this morning. Hamilton police continue their investigation into a homicide that took place downtown.
McMaster is collaborating with the city and police ahead of their homecoming weekend.
And a guitar once played by the Beatles, George Harrison, goes up for auction. Good morning. So glad you're joining us here on this Friday, the first Friday of October on Morning Live. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Em. Your last early morning wake up.
My last early morning wake up, at least for the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you're back for and then a couple weeks for Annette.
We'll spoil her and back.
Annette's back on Monday. Great job this past couple of weeks.
Well,
go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say, we'll be sure to call you Monday morning, see how your sleeping in's going.
Oh God, what's happening? Was it supposed to be there already?
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Oh man. I woke up like 20 minutes early today.
Did you?
Yeah, and thought it was like my time to get up, but didn't realize it until like 20 minutes later. So then you're just like, wow, this is too late. So I'm just like, but like that's like the valuable 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's why you were in the studio so early this morning. It's like, what? Tim's here already?
So much extra time. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a day yesterday, Bri.
Yeah, it was gorgeous, wasn't it? Yeah. We got to 22 degrees yesterday. Humidex 24. So it was a lovely sunny day. Absolutely gorgeous. Today will be sunny for the most part. Now I know the football game's coming up this evening at 7 o'clock, Tim Hortons Field. Now there is a chance of a shower, but the good news on that is the chance of a shower looks like it's going to be late into the afternoon, but should get better for the evening. So that's going to work out. So temperature today will be a little bit cooler today. We're looking at about 20 degrees for the day. We'll have sunshine, mix of sun and clouds generally throughout most of the day. Slim chance of a shower this afternoon, and then back to sunshine again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a touch cooler, and we'll talk about that coming up. By the way, temperature, we're in double digits this morning. Like yesterday morning, we were 8. This morning, we're sitting at 12, so it's a bit milder today. Looking at traffic, it's Friday. Volume's going to be a little bit lighter. That's the way it is right now. 403 around Waterdown Road, our exclusive camera there. Just a few MTO traffic cameras. Here's a look at one of the Stony Creek cameras. Millen Road doing fine. Top of the Skyway Bridge, Toronto bound coming towards us. That's on the Burlington side. And here's a look at Bronte Road. Doing okay. Burlington, Oakville, Mississauga. Nothing to talk about right now. No collisions. We'll look at weather and traffic in a few minutes. Right now, the news.
Thanks, Brian. Hamilton police are investigating a homicide in the downtown core near James Street North. Police were called around 12:30 to a parking lot next to St. Mary's Catholic Education Resource Center. The lot is next to Colborne Street between McNabb and Park Streets. There are no details on the deceased or the circumstances surrounding the homicide right now.
I really don't know the whole story, but I don't feel safe in our neighborhood anymore. Like, this has been going on far too long. We're scared here half the time. They're breaking into our homes. They have wrecked my car, and it cost me a fortune to get it fixed. I'm sorry, we call the police, but not much gets done. So yeah, we're not feeling too safe in our neighborhood anymore, and there's a lot of people like that. We don't want to walk after dark in our area.
It's a great neighborhood, but we're scared. It's getting to the point that people are terrified to be in this neighborhood now.
Police have not identified the deceased person, but have confirmed it was a homicide.
I'm going to take you to the Falls because Niagara police are investigating after a 47-year-old man was killed on Wednesday afternoon while out walking his dog in John Allen Park in the Falls. So the victim has been identified as Lance Cunningham of Niagara Falls. Police say they were called to the park near Caller and McLeod Roads for a disturbance just before 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday. When they arrived, they found a man suffering from critical injuries. Niagara EMS began taking life-saving measures, but were unable to save the man. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Wow, in this neighborhood, strange things happen, but somebody murdered like that, unbelievable.
It's very sad, very, very sad. I used to go to, I always have a dog, and I always go with the dog in the park every day, twice.
Shock, because that kind of stuff doesn't generally happen even at this end of Niagara Falls.
So police have said even though a suspect remains at large, there is no immediate threat to public safety.
Brown water erupted from the ground on James Street North in Hamilton yesterday after a water main broke. City staff say they were first notified of the incident around 11:30 a.m. and are looking to restore all water services by this morning. James Street was closed between Cannon and Mulberry Streets to address the significant flooding and water main repairs for most of the day yesterday.
Police say a 13-year-old has been charged with first-degree murder in a Toronto stabbing that took place earlier this week. So they say officers found a 54-year-old man who was stabbed in a parking lot in northwest Toronto just after midnight on Tuesday. This is the St. Clair West and Jane Street area. Police say life-saving measures were performed, but the man was pronounced dead at the scene. The youth's identity is protected under the Youth Criminal Justice Act.
Mounties in British Columbia say they have seized over 30,000 kilograms of chemicals, which they believe are going to be used to make illegal drugs. The RCMP released a report yesterday saying that a search warrant at a rural property in BC resulted in the recovery of a stolen Bobcat loader and kilograms of chemicals. Investigators suspect that the chemicals were planned to be delivered to a super lab to create methamphetamines. The Bobcat skid steer was reported stolen in Kelowna, BC in 2021. No charges have been laid at this time. McMaster University is bringing back an official homecoming event this weekend with the hopes of discouraging unsanctioned parties around campus. Simone Gavros joins us live from McMaster University with the details. Good morning, Simone.
Good morning, Emily. Well, starting tomorrow, 10-acre field here at McMaster is going to be transforming for the homecoming event tomorrow. That all starts at 9 a.m. and the school says they're excited to welcome students and alumni for this event. Now, this comes after years of unsanctioned parties that take place in the streets off campus. So this event is intended to minimize any risks to both students and those neighbors in the area. And the Students Union says that many people are excited.
This is something that's been in the works for a really long time. It's something that we've wanted to see return to campus for improved student engagement, a tighter community, better campus culture, and ultimately seeing a lot of the unsanctioned street parties for so many years. We figured it would be incredibly important and relevant to really highlight what could be done to bring everyone back to campus. Realizing the importance, realizing that we were competing with free street parties, we knew that we had to make this big, we knew that we had to make this grand.
Now, the Student Union says that the last official homecoming event on campus was nearly 6 years ago. Tons of resources have been invested into making this event successful. Now, the university will be hosting multiple events starting tomorrow, including a foam party, 13 inflatable bouncy castles and obstacle courses, and of course, the annual football game with the McMaster Marauders taking on the Western Mustangs, and a concert from Loud Luxury. But at the same time, safety and respect are top of mind. McMaster University is working with the City of Hamilton and police to keep partying at a minimum during the homecoming this weekend. Hamilton's University District Safety Initiative is in effect right now until Sunday night in the Westdale and Ainsley neighborhoods. That means that nuisance party bylaw is in place, which prohibits people from planning, promoting, attending, or participating in any street parties. Now, students could face fines of up to $10,000 for a first offense and $25,000 for each one after. There's also fines for removing or defacing property, failing to comply with orders, and obstructing an officer. Now, we'll be hearing more from the Student Union President, the Dean of Students, as well as Hamilton Police for more on homecoming that starts tomorrow morning. For now, something's back over to you, Tim.
All right, thanks, Mo. Let's get into sports. Great night for sports fans with some thrilling action on the diamond and on the gridiron. Let's start in Milwaukee, though, for the third and deciding game of the National League wildcard between the Brewers and Mets. Let's go all the way to the ninth with the Mets down 2. Pete Alonso at the plate with 2 on.
The pitch. Swing and a ball drilled. Right field. Freeling back at the wall. Out of here! It's out of here!
Yeah, Alonso's 9th inning 3-run homer would propel the New York Mets to a come-from-behind 4-2 win over a heartbroken Milwaukee Brewers squad. The Mets take the wild card and are off to the NLDS, where they head to Philadelphia and face the Phillies starting tomorrow. Alonso, get this, is the first player in history to hit a go-ahead homer in the 9th of a winner-take-all game. What a moment for him.
Mooney moving. That's fired, that's caught, and that is Hodge. And Hodge is going to take it to the end
Yeah, had a thriller in the NFL as well. The Falcons QB, Kirk Cousins, had himself a game, which ended in overtime as he hooked up with seldom used receiver Kadero Hodge, who took the pass in from 45 yards out for the game-winning score against Tampa Bay. So the Falcons win 36-30. Check out this stat line for Cousins, who tossed for a career-high 509 yards, 4 touchdowns in the win to kick off Week 5 of the NFL season. Bills are in Houston to face the Texans on Sunday.
Robertson gets it loose, finds Cowan, gets it back. Robertson scores! Nick Robertson has 4 straight Leaf goals in the preseason.
Yeah, how about the Maple Leafs? Nick Robertson, who is showing why he should be an important piece for the Buds this season, scoring his 4th straight goal for them. They had their second to last preseason game in Detroit against the Red Wings. Yeah, still the preseason. He was actually doing it at both ends of the ice and will surely make the club because, listen, he would score later in the third for his 5th straight goal. Leads the Buds to the 2-0 win over the Wings. One more game to go. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow night at home against these very same Wings before things start for reals on Wednesday in Montreal. Actually, but the NHL season, it gets going this afternoon as the Buffalo Sabres face off against the New Jersey Devils from Prague. Yes, it's the NHL's Global Series. It's become kind of an annual thing, this time from the Czechia capital. So it starts a 9-month journey to June with one team lifting Lord Stanley. And the Sabres halt the longest playoff drought in the league at 17 years. Well, they hope bringing back former coach Lindy Ruff will help them do that. So puck drop in this one is 1 p.m. this afternoon. They play another one tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. our time. Let's get this season started. WNBA playoffs, they get back at it tonight with the Final Four in action. But the league handed out the rewards last night, and to no one's surprise, Caitlin Clark picked up Rookie of the Year honors. She received all but one of the first-place votes after setting numerous rookie records for points, assists, and three-pointers made. She actually finished 4th in MVP voting, which was won by Las Vegas Aces star Ajay Wilson. And just before we get to Brian, all eyes, Tim Hortons Field tonight. The Ticats host the Blue Bombers. 2 of the hottest teams in the CFL go head-to-head with the Cats needing a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Kickoff goes down at 7 o'clock.
And we have a slim chance of a shower, but it looks like it's going to be into the afternoon hours, so the game should be good for the evening hours. All right, let's talk traffic. First of all, 12 minutes after 6 o'clock, Friday, to the exclusive camera that we have around Waterdown Road in the 403. That's doing okay, so nothing to see right there. Let's go into St. Catharines. We'll start there and then come around the rest of the horseshoe. QEW Ontario Street, St. Catharines, nothing to see. Same with Midland Road, that hasn't changed. Here's north of 2, so you're coming off the Skyway, heading toward Brant Street, doing fine. Ford plant all the way through Etobicoke Creek. We've got nothing to talk about in traffic, which is good this morning. All right, let's talk about the forecast. Let's talk about what we have at the moment. Our temperature has just fallen a degree. We're now sitting at 11. Sunrise this morning isn't until 7:21, so we're still a long way to sunrise. The winds are light. The relative humidity has come down as well. Wow, okay, we'll take that. Usually it's around 100% this time of the morning, but it's come down at least 1 to 99. For school today, we should hit 20 degrees, but there's that 30% chance of a shower late this afternoon. Otherwise, we'll see some sunshine. So a pretty nice Friday. What we have is an area of high pressure to the south of us, but that frontal boundary going across us could trigger off that little bit of instability for the afternoon. 30% chance of a shower late this afternoon, and then the ridge of high pressure brings us clearing skies tonight, sunshine tomorrow before the next frontal boundary bothers us on Sunday. But today, temperatures 20, 21, 22 degrees. Generally, there's that slim chance, 30% chance of a shower late this afternoon. Tonight, it's going to be cool. 10 degrees for Niagara, 7 for Hamilton. Look at that, 4 and 2 for Brantford, Kitchener, and Guelph. Those areas could get frost overnight. I used the F word. Oh, dear. I did it already. Okay, so tomorrow, lovely day, a little cooler, 18, 19 degrees, but lovely sunshine for the day tomorrow. Out the door, 4th of October, we're looking at mainly clear skies. Temperature right now, 11. Long range coming up. Emily, Tim.
Thanks so much, Brian. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to say good morning to Emily V. She'll preview what's to come in Chit Chat today.
Okay. Also in business news on this Friday, high interest rates are decreasing housing projects right across the country. We'll see you in 2.
Good morning. And good morning to Emily V as well. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, guys.
What's going on?
Our first edition of Chit Chat is all about music news. We've got a celebrated guitar being auctioned off from the Beatles. We have stamps that are actually, I'm going to start that again. A popular television channel is getting their own stamp.
Okay.
And another music group is selling their catalog. All those details coming up.
We'll see you over at that couch in a little bit.
I'll be there.
All right.
Amazing. Lots of good music news coming. And we have some business news as well. We'll start with our dollar. Canadian dollar is down 30 basis points, trading at 73.37 cents U.S. Gold went down slightly. Crude is up nearly $1. It's trading over $74 a barrel. And in midday European trading, markets are down in London, but up in Frankfurt and Paris.
What about Asia? Let's head there. Markets were up in Tokyo and Hong Kong. No change in Shanghai. North American markets on Thursday, some losses. Nothing too substantial. The only one maybe of concern is the Dow Jones off triple digits, 184. Let's see how the markets wrap up the first trading week of October when markets open a little bit later this morning.
A report by the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corp says that higher interest rates decreased housing starts by around 30,000 units last year. The Canadian Housing Agency says the slowdown in new construction amounted to a 10 to 15% reduction in the number of new starts for the year. The agency's deputy chief economist says higher rates affected new construction of condo buildings across most of the country. Mortgage rates have recently come off their recent highs as the Bank of Canada started cutting rates earlier this year and is forecast to continue.
Bank of Canada is seeking a second external deputy governor. The initial role, it was created last year, currently held by economics professor Nicholas Vincent, whose term has been extended until March of 2026. The role was announced as a way of bringing outside perspectives and a diversity of views to its monetary policy decision-making. Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem says the new role has proven its value through Vincent's appointment, and a second external role will bring even more perspectives, skills, and experiences to the table.
New data shows over the past few years, shoppers have been buying more private label products at grocery stores to save money. That trend may be here to stay, as studies show many consumers no longer see store brands as lower quality than name brands. Grocers' private label brands like Loblaws No Name or Metro's Selection tend to be priced lower than their brand name competitors, though they're often made by the same manufacturers. Retailers are responding to the uptick in interest by introducing new products and allotting more shelf space to their brands. Loblaw even opened an entire no-name brand grocery store recently in St. Catharines.
I think that's where those shots are from, actually. Wait for it. It is 6:20, right on the button. That guy over there. I owe him money for saying that. Sorry, buddy.
It's trademarked.
Yeah, it's trademarked. Yeah. That guy over there will be back with a look at your 7-day forecast right after this.
Coming up on 6:23, Friday, the 4th of October, looking at pretty good conditions for the roads this morning. So we haven't had any precipitation, so the roads are dry. QEW, Niagara Street, St. Catharines looks pretty good there. Top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge still moving nicely. We'll check into east of Bronte now. So Toronto-bound lanes coming towards us, all moving nicely through there. Erin Mills Parkway through Mississauga looks good. And the 403 just west of Highway 10, Toronto-bound lanes towards us. Once again, pretty light volume so far today. Temperature in Hamilton, we were 12 last hour. We're now sitting at 11. Same for Mississauga. 14 Grimsby, a little bit better, 15 for Toronto. Seasonal temperatures for this time of year, 16 now for the daytime high. We beat that yesterday. We'll do that again today. And 6 now for the overnight low. So obviously we're above seasonal to start the day. Those are our sun times and records for today. And yeah, there is a slim chance of a shower late this afternoon. For school today, we should be 14 by the first bell. Sunshine, a bit of cloud cover, and there's that chance of a shower, and 20 degrees for going home later on. So today, 20. It's just a 30% chance of a shower late this afternoon, but it should improve improve for the evening for the football game tonight. 7 tonight. It's going to be cool tonight. Skies will clear. Tomorrow, lovely day, sunny and 18. Showers roll in for Sunday and 19. Then the temperatures get cooler. We get chance of showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as temperatures sink to 16 and then to 14 only for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's your forecast. Emily, Tim.
Thanks so much, Brian. All right, SpongeBob fans, you'll soon be able to get a real-life Krabby Patty.
Hey, where's my patty? Oh, yeah, over here.
Yeah, in honor of SpongeBob SquarePants, the TV series 25th anniversary, Wendy's is releasing some special menu items. So they include a Krabby Patty, a collab cheeseburger described as a regular cheeseburger with some extra cheese and a top secret sauce.
Ooh, okay.
And a pineapple under the sea frosty, a vanilla flavored milkshake with a pineapple and mango flavored puree swirled on top, and a nod to its signature square burger patty. Wendy's said it makes sense that the two most iconic squares in pop culture would team up. The offering's going to be available beginning on Monday in the States. Oh, no word on when it's going to be here in Canada.
I mean, it kind of just looks like a cheeseburger.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know.
What's your Wendy's order?
Oh, I'm a crispy chicken person, hands down. Yeah, they have great chicken fingers there. Great crispy chicken.
I'm a junior bacon cheeseburger.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's basically a Krabby Patty.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'd probably get 2 of them.
Two of those, maybe a little mango puree.
Side of fries. Yeah.
Maybe a little side of fries. No, for sure.
What time is it? Maybe a little too early.
Time to go
All right.
Wendy's.
It's Friday. So glad you're here. First half hour down. Lots more to come. Coming up right after this.
Pineapple under the sea. Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.